Hugo, you've changed your music direction yet again. Why Jazzalane this time around?
I started singing jazz music from a very early age. I know some people think that musicians are lucky and they get a lucky break and then they can do whatever music they like, but I'm not one of those musicians. I actually paid my dues. I remember at 13 I was performing at Le Bistrot, a tiny cafe, and that's when I started experimenting with singing jazz. I was, at that time, didn't have my own preference or my own jazz collection. I would listen to whatever my parents would listen to. My dad was a jazz enthusiast. But I remember doing Michael Franks, and eventually I ended up developing my own jazz collection that included Miles Davis and Grover Washington and David Sanborn, Nagy, and just Sadao Watanabe, to name a few. And really that's when I started experimenting with singing various jazz tracks and trying to develop a jazz style of my own. Songs like Summertime or The Shadow of Your Smile, or songs by Ostrat Gilberto.
Tell us about the Jazzalane production process.
When the idea of doing a jazz album came up, Mystique Management wanted me to do a cover album, another cover album of jazz songs, and I really didn't want to do that because I had done I Gotcha covered, and in the times we're living in, I didn't see the need to do a whole production for a cover album when you can easily just download an application on your phone, and with the help of AI you'd be able to do a cover album of various or a cover songs of various jazz songs. So it was important for me to do original material, and I stuck to the formula of written, arranged, and produced by Ali Hugo. So as usual, I started out with the instrumentation and the arrangements and recording the music and the performance of the music. And then by the time I was ready to track the vocals, I was actually singing out the lyrics and writing them at the same time, which was